Hi Sagittarius, here's a general look at your solar chart for June 2012. Well, this is a great 3 weeks for liaising and cooperating because the sun is in your opposite sign for that time. So that means you can develop more familiarity or rapport with others, gather information from others, convey information to them, bounce ideas off them. They bounce ideas off. It's not a time to be going it alone. So combined effort can be productive, very productive in very practical ways. Colleagues, clients, employers, or those providing a service to you are likely to be supportive and easier to get along with until the 10th, or maybe you're providing a service for them. And there are kind of perks and benefits to this provision of this service, but also you could be whistling while you work because there's somebody around that's just kind of giving you a support, making things a bit easier. Also, your practical skills and knowledge could be useful and hopefully appreciated by others, and could even become more lucrative. And from the 10th, the energies favorably highlight the special people already in your life, but also you meeting new people, making new friends, and if you're looking, that certain special someone could just turn up as long as, you put yourself in environments where you're likely to meet them. When Mars moves on the 11th, work won't be so demanding. It just won't be so much in the forefront of your mind, or you won't be feeling so maybe physically maybe a little bit under stress. And close liaisons can be more physically active then, so you're doing things together with another or others, and they can also become a little bit more volatile perhaps at times, conflicts from time to time, but just over in a trice, because Venus is also in that area, really smoothing things, making it a really good time for persuading somebody, or perhaps being persuaded as well. Negotiations, shaking hands on something, compromising, agreeing, on something. And it will definitely benefit love relationships of all kinds. But also business-type connections too. They can be warm and friendly. Between the 3rd and 17th, is a very sociable time. Lots of mental activity, lots of real focusing with your mind, feeling more articulate, lots of chatting going on for business or pleasure. From the 17th, you could be feeling like you want to get to the bottom of something. You could be digging and delving, mulling things over, weighing things up, calculating, kind of keeping it to yourself maybe. And also that's a good time for getting under the skin of something through having a confidential little chat with someone over the back fence sort of thing, From June the 5th, Jupiter moves. Jupiter moves into Taurus. That's going to bring new opportunities into the employment sector of your solar chart, Sagittarius, for the subsequent 12 months. You'll have then more enthusiasm for your daily routines, probably be developing new skills, maybe could involve more travel or mixing with people from very different background to your own, more foreign connections maybe. Also, you could become the teacher and guide to others, or they could see, or you will draw towards you a teacher or a guide that you can really do business with, really work with, in a kind of realistic, practical way and showing practical results. Benefits could come through co-workers or others who tend to recognize your abilities, appreciate your contribution, your style, your input. Work opportunities will flow probably in your direction more easily during that phase. But you should avoid taking on too much or grabbing the first thing that comes along, because Jupiter tends to kind of expand and bring abundance wherever it goes actually. And you may just have a wider array of options to choose from, but the danger is that you spread yourself too thin, and you're not doing anything properly. A further advantage, though, is that Jupiter is more likely to bring the right helpers for your health and well-being as well over that 12-month period. You'll need to separate the wheat from the chaff in both those areas, both in the area of health and work and daily routines and daily chores over that long transit of Jupiter. Now, until late 2012, Saturn is going to continue to make it obvious that you've just outgrown certain groups or friendships even, and you may be thinking very differently about how to achieve goals which maybe have been on the back burner for a very long time at this stage in your life's journey. But Saturn is likely to throw a spanner in the works, just hold something away from you so that you can see it, but it just feels a little bit kind of out of reach, so you've got to kind of work harder and harder and harder at it, be more self-disciplined, and then you're going to achieve it. Saturn rules time. Therefore, this is an area where you must be most patient and persevering to realize a dream in a gradual, step-by-step sort of a way. Now, this area that it's in is very, futuristic. It's a very sort of high-frequency area as well. So maybe if you are, looking at the vibrational side of things, if you're trying to raise your vibration, then through meditation or the like, then this again will be the same scenario. You've just got to keep plugging away at it and just keep at it. Saturn is a builder planet, but Saturn rules time as well, and something will slowly take shape and you will really get grounded and rooted into that. Saturn's very thorough. So this is an area where you've got to be most consistent and organized and manage your time well. Saturn also likes structures, so constructing a firm foundation through this area of long-term cherished hopes and wishes and friendships and social circle and working with groups and also raising the frequency. This is where you've just got to, be most persevering and understand that it's coming together step by little step. The ultimate outcome at the end of the transit will be that you're playing a very different role in the eyes of others. And Sagi's born in the first week, and up to 7 degrees of Sagi rising, you're going to feel this vibration most strongly over June. Now Neptune temporarily has shifted into Pisces, that's at the root of your chart, will be there until August. You'll need to be firmer about boundaries with maybe family members or those in close proximity at times. Perhaps you could create a private space for yourself at home, or making it a beautiful sort of spiritual retreat for yourself. And you Sagis born in just the first 2 days, or with the first 2 degrees of Sagi rising, will be feeling this vibration most strongly over June. But of course, with all of these planets, the pulse kind of will pulse. The vibration will pulse through the whole of the sign, but in lessening degrees according to how far away you are with your sun from where the planet sits. And from the 22nd, you're coming into a transformational phase when you'll be shifting from one gear to the next. And that's it for June. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.